Hello, beautiful. My name's Sharon Kelly, and welcome to my channel, Super Aging. Today, we're doing an over 60s fit mat workout. We're working the whole body, but we will be working our abdominals, our core stability. You will feel your hamstrings today and glutes, I hope. And we'll finish with some seated posture work, focusing on our shoulders. Throughout the workout, you can use a mini ball if you have one. If you don't have one, don't worry. And also light weights, you may want to use them towards the end. Are you ready to hit the mat? Let's go. Now let's roll down one vertebrae at a time. And just before we start, just want you to play around with your ribs and your hips, because this is where you'll need to be if you're using a ball, even if you're not using a ball. So if you place your thumb on the lower part of your ribs, your middle finger on your hips, I want you to arch your back. And what happens is they draw away from each other. Then I want you to press the back into the floor and they come together. I want you to find that place halfway, and that's where you need to stay throughout the abdominal workout. If you're using a ball, even without the ball, it is very important. Grab your ball, lift your hips up, place the ball under your hips. Just find that rib-hip connection. Now, let's lift our legs up into tabletop. So just pay attention to what's happened to the ribs and hips. Have they moved in, coming together, or are they still in the same place? You want them in the same place. Bring your arms down. We're going to start with toe taps, lowering the foot towards the floor. All right. Contract your abdominals, bring the knee above your hips. Let's go to the other side. Now, we are starting slow because we want to keep our body weight centered on the ball or the floor. All right. Now, as you lift the leg up, you contract your abdominals. You can start to bring the foot lower to the floor, maintaining that rib to hip connection and your stability on the ball or the floor. All right, let's do a few more and go a little bit faster here. You might want to scissor the legs, connecting with the abdominals. The abdominals are pressing down into the ball or the floor. Let's do, let's do 4 more sets. If you want a bit more of a challenge, bring your arms up. I ain't going to do that today. 2 more. All right, and last one. Bring the knees into the chest and just let your lower back stretch. If you have any irritation in your lower back, just get rid of the ball and follow along without it. Coming back up into tabletop. This time we're turning the hips out, bringing the knees wider than our hips. So I'm going to start with my right leg, which is my leg closest to you, and we're going to do one leg at a time. So breathe in, lower the leg. Breathe out, contract the abdominals, and bring the foot back to meet the other foot. Okay. Now, if you've got the ball, you're trying to maintain stability on the ball. If you're not, it's a bit easier. You should feel your abdominals a little bit more. All right, guys, let's do 5 and 4. Feeling the abdominals contract as we lift the toe to meet the other toes. 2 more. Last one. Now you notice your knee doesn't bend, it just doesn't move. It stays in that bent knee position. Bring the leg out to the sides, contract the abdominals to bring the foot back up. Staying stable in your hips. 6, 5, how are we doing? 4, 3, good work. 2, the last one, excellent. All right, let's bring the legs together. Just bring the knees into the chest for a second. Okay, come back into tabletop. Okay, we're going to turn out the hips so the knees come wider than our hips. Now we're going to use our inner thighs to squeeze the legs together. All right, open, squeeze the legs together. Feel the inner thighs engage. Now, as you bring the legs in and you're tightening your inner thighs, you're drawing your navel down. So that's all happening at the same time. You breathe in to open the legs, you breathe out to bring the knees together and contract your abdominals. All right. How's that going? 4 more. And 3, feeling a lot more work coming into play, all your muscles. 2. And last 1. Excellent. We're going to bring the knees into the chest for a quick break. Come back up into tabletop. We're going to add on. So this time we're turning out our hips, opening our legs, squeezing the thighs together. Now we're going to just do a little toe tap, maintaining that rib to hip connection. Contract your abdominals, bring the knees above your hips. Open the legs, squeeze the inner thighs, drop the feet down. Is anyone getting to the floor? Okay, I'm feeling my inner thighs a lot here. How about you? Are you feeling stable? Are you able to maintain that nice space between your ribs and your hips, or do you feel like you're shortening it or lengthening it? We don't want that, do we? All right, guys, let's do 4. And 3. How are we going? 2. Last 1. Excellent. Just bring the knees back in towards your chest. Just let everything go. All right, we're going into scissors. Straight legs, or you can keep your knees bent. Okay, so we're going to start slow, but we're going to build the intensity, have a little bit of fun. What we want to do is lengthen the legs, push the soles of your feet to the ceiling as you press your tailbone down. All right, so we're scissoring. Right leg goes down first, then left leg. Now, as you do this, keep lengthening your legs. Push the soles of the feet away. All right, let's go a little bit faster because I find this exercise works better when you go faster. All right. Now, I'm not going to be very good here, but what I would like you to have a go at is lifting your arms up. As long as you don't hurt your back. That's it. And can we maintain a little bit of speed in our legs? Are our legs straight? Are they active? Oh, right. Let's do 4. And 3, 2, and last 1. Bring the knees into the chest. That was fun, wasn't it? Bring one foot down, then the other one. Lift the hips up. Good. Now bring the knees back into the chest and just go for another little stretch here. All right, come to a seated position. And if you don't have a ball here, you can grab a weight. It's up to you. If you've got a ball, grab your ball. We're going into 4-point kneeling. Grab the ball, place it behind your right leg. If you have wrist issues, come down on your forearms. If you have knee issues, stand up and put your forearms on the back of a chair. First thing I want you to do is to equally press your hands into the floor, draw the shoulders away from your ears and lengthen your spine. We're going to lift the right knee up. Now, squeeze the ball nice and tightly. And before we do anything, I want to just get your back in the right position. So it's very easy to arch the back here. I want you to lift the back so it's nice and straight, then lift the knee up. Let's just do that one more time. Just let the back round, lift the lower back up, squeeze the ball. So we're going to squeeze the ball. That's what we're looking at doing. Equal pressure on your hands. Keep squeezing the ball with your leg. Lower leg comes to meet the hamstring. All right, 7, 6, 5. Abdominals are engaged. 3, tighter. 1. Adding on. Squeeze the ball with your lower leg, your calf. Squeeze the glute to lift higher. So squeeze the ball, squeeze the glute. We're going tighter and higher. Show me 8, 7, 6. If you get a cramp, you might have to flex your foot like me. 3, how are we doing? 2, squeeze and lift. Last 1. Okay. Sole of your foot is facing the ceiling. Lengthen your spine. Lift the knee up. Now, all we're going to do is squeeze the glute to push the sole of the foot into the ceiling. We should be started. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just bring the knee down, get rid of the ball, all the weight, lengthen your leg, draw the shoulders away from your ears, nice long spine. All your muscles in your legs are strong and activated. Squeeze the glute to lift the leg up. Keep pushing the sole of the foot away. Staying stable in your core so you're not shifting your body weight from right to left. Let's do 7. That's it. Keep pushing the foot away. 6, 5. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. The right leg that we just worked, now what we want to do is stretch it. So bring it forward. Keep the knee bent. Place your hands on the floor. Now I want you to draw the shoulders away from your ears, push the tailbone back, and then lower the chest towards the leg. So let's breathe in, lengthen our spine. Breathe out, lower the chest towards the leg. Okay, now don't overstretch here, just feel it release. Bring both hands into the inside. And then let's do that on the other side, shall we? Place the ball behind your left leg this time. All right, equal pressure on both hands, so we're not leaning more on the right or the left. Lift the ball, lift the knee. Now, first thing you want to do is squeeze the ball. We want to arch the back, and then we want to straighten the back. Let's just arch it again and straighten. Lift the knee up a little bit higher. We're going to start with those squeezes. So we're going to squeeze the lower leg into the top, the hamstring. Calf to hamstring it is. Let's do 9, 8, 7. Don't arch your back. 5, 4. Let's go harder. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Squeeze the ball with your leg. Squeeze the glute to lift up. So tighter, higher, keeping the back straight. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the ankle. Squeeze the ball, just lift up. Tiny ones, nice and high. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Let's stretch that side, shall we? Bring the leg forward. Once again, keep that knee bent to protect it. Lengthen your spine. Lower the chest towards the floor. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in. And then breathe out as you lower the chest towards the floor. Feels good. All right, bring your hands to the inside of your leg. Bring the leg around and come into a seated position. Now, this is where if you want to use weights, you can, but please don't use weights to forsake mobility. So I always find some people, our age don't. Our age is sensible. And besides, we all want good posture and good shoulder mobility. So actually, I'm not going to use my weights. I want you to sit up really tall. If you can't maintain really tall posture, sit on a chair or grab something to put under your sit bones. Imagine that both your arms are resting on a table. Now, lift the chest, draw the shoulders down. So we're going to start with your left side first. We're going to squeeze the back of the shoulder to bring the arm back. Okay, same side. Good. Now, keep facing me. There's no rotation in your spine. Let's do 5, 4. Feel the work coming from the back of the shoulder. 3, 2. Nice work. 1. Let's go straight into the other side. So just lift the chest, draw the shoulders down, squeeze the back of the shoulder to bring the arm back behind you. Now, that bent arm is staying in that one position. I'm trying very hard not to move the elbow joint. Let's do 4. I find that I want to open it up. 3. All right, lift the chest. 2 and 1. Let's do both together. All right, set the posture. Lift the chest, draw the shoulders down. So you'll feel the scapula draw together as you bring the arms back, open the scapula to bring the fingers together. So feel it coming from the shoulder blades. That's it, and open the shoulder blades. I feel, for me, as I get older, the more work I can do for my shoulders and my hips, the better I feel. Because let's face it, I don't want to be an old lady. I can't fight it. I can't fight the age thing. You can just fight how well you age. All right, one more, guys. Let's do this. Good. All right, just roll the shoulders out for 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms back. We're going straight into the left side again. So lift the chest, draw the shoulders down. We're bringing the hand above our head. Show me the palm of your hand. So you feel a stretch here. You're contracting at the back. Bring it down. Same side. Now, it doesn't matter how far up it goes. Just do what feels good for you. Keep the chest lifted. Let's do 4 and 3. 2, keeping our body really still so we're not moving our torso from side to side. Let's go straight into the other side, lifting up. 6, good work. 5, lift the chest. 4, 3, I find this is a lot of work in my shoulders. 2, you'll have to let me know how you went, how you're finding this. Both arms together. Good. Imagine that your back is against a wall. All right, let's do 5 and 4. Nice work. 3, 2. Are you using weights? 1. Okay, little break before we move on. Just roll the shoulders. Hang in. We've only got a little bit longer to go today. How sad, hey? Both arms together. So we're going to lift the hands above our head. Now, bring the elbows down to your sides. Now, you feel the shoulders draw down as well. Bring the fingers back together above your head. Bring the hands down. All right. Now, try not to move your torso forward and back. Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders drawing down and away from your ears. Where are you feeling the work? So I'm feeling it in my shoulders, and I'm also aiming to feel the scapula work at the back. And obviously, if it's hurting, well, like sharp pain, irritation, limit your movement. Right, guys, let's do 4 and 3. Squeeze down with your shoulders. 2 more. Feel like my shoulders are on fire. And last one. Coming up and down. All right, just roll the shoulders out for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's just go into a quick stretch here. So what I want you to do is bring the arm overhead and reach it away. Now, what we'll do here is we're going to lift that hip up, and then we're going to press it down as we reach the arm over the head and away. So lift the hip up, push it down and reach the arm even further overhead. 1 more, lift the hip, press it into the floor and reach over. Good work. Let's do that on the other side. Actually, let's swap our legs too, just for a bit of a break. Bring the hand down, bring the arm overhead. So lift the hip, then push it in, press it into the floor. Reach the arm over, lift the hip, press it into the floor. Nice big side stretch. 1 more, lift, and reach the arm right over your head. Coming up, and let's just do a couple of deep breaths to finish. So breathing in, bring the arms back as we breathe out. 2 more. And you should be feeling a lot of opening in your chest and shoulders, are you? All right, give yourselves a big clap. Well done. Please drop me a line. Let me know how you went. I would really be interested to hear. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for being with me.